on the edge of their seats.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under, you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on earth.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Both men step back for just a moment. This counterpuncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counterpuncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. No rest for the weary.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Crawford in trouble. Looks like trouble was averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone.
Crawford's legs are all over the place. And it appears he weathered the storm. How, I'm not sure.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot.
Crawford is dazed. And down goes Crawford.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your glove.
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
They ring the bell, and here we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Good counter punching. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in time.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
You couldn't write a script like this. It's like Rocky versus Apollo. His stamina is off the charts. A lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here.
Juan, can you continue?
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do. Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe, or do they play defense here?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right. Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Terrence Crawford just got rocked. He's landed everything he's got, but he can't get him out of there.
Defense, defense, defense is heavy.
You've never seen Canelo in this sort of trouble.
2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Both men promised to knock their opponent down, and they were right in that round.
And they were heavy knockdowns too.
Last legs. Don't let him back into the fight. It's not important now. Look at it.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Both fighters went to the canvas last round. What are we going to see here?
2 knockdowns in the same round to both fighters. They got to think like a goldfish. Forget after 10 seconds. They got to be smart.
They're not going to let this one go to the judges. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. Missing with the hook. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
You'd like to see more jabs. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? Caution being thrown to the wind.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one...
Oh my word, Canelo just got clipped.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Come to me.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him...
Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. His legs are gone, but somehow he's still in this fight.
There's always a way back. Don't ever round anybody off.
He's going to be stressing about his gas tank. Now keep...
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Is this the beginning of the end after 2 knockdowns last round?
2 knockdowns, and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible, because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Beautiful counter shot. That big hook doesn't land. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Not a lot of punch out, but thought there might be more action here. Canelo in serious jeopardy here, going to the canvas. He settled back in, but needs to play some defense.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.
The crowd has been waiting for this one for a talk of Deontay. This all the talking. And there's the bell to start the round. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Tried to score with the uppercut. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight, the fans are on the edge of their seats.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on earth.
I guess showboating is part of their plan. And caught him with a left hook. Maybe I'm crazy, Johnny. Big Eddie Hall took a big shot. Looks like they've shaken it off.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This fight a little bit closer than I... And the world's strongest man is staggered. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, he's in there throwing bombs again.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Do you believe this? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Eddie Hall in that last round. They ring the bell, and here we go. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. Do you believe this? The world's strongest man is down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are you okay?
Look at the big fella get rocked. And it appears they weathered the storm. How? I'm not sure.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. It's a good start to the round for this guy. It's obvious which one of these fighters has to get on the inside.
Sometimes I've been in with fighters that don't know what to do, don't have to break it down. Then they get a little dirty.
Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. They call it the Glory Division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Total domination with 10 seconds to go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are ready.
Let's talk about Eddie Hall. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. And there's the bell to start the round. They ring the bell, and here we go. One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. That right hook catching air. Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round. When are we going to see a jab from these two?
Never ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of heart we need to see.
Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
It's the one who draws first blood, Tom. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be honest, but you've got to be confident.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Both men step. You'd like to see more jabs. Longest man is staggered. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. Big Eddie Hall took a big shot. Let's talk about Wilder in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knock. They ring the bell, and here we go.
To me.
So he's back up, but is he just delaying the inevitable?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Look at the big fella get rocked.
It's all right, Ryder.
It happened. You saw it here live. A knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory. That's not a knockout victory. That is somebody saying, I'm here. I've arrived. Try that again. It will happen all over again.
Win the title. I don't have to think too heavy, I can remember. The city centers hella cold in the December. The roads that I'm from will turn you to a contender. I'm a John Claude Van Damme, there's no surrender. You didn't know money when the bally meant this trallies up. When I'm saying money, I'm not talking about Pacquiao. It's funny how the tables turn. You're not Ricky Hatton. Tonight I have to let me pull my body down. When you was hitting bags, I was still bagging up in mommy's house. You was in the Philly shell when I was getting patted down. Prison cell, swimming in my thoughts, trying not to drown. Shadow boxing in my pad, I hit the gym when I got out. Ooh, the dogs with me, walks with me, barks for me, go to war with me. That's war with my full city. War with me, that's war with the 6-1.
Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. The crowd is buzzing for this one here tonight. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, this is Muhammad Ali, the Gypsy.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
What a pleasure it is. And there's the bell to start the round. Needs to put some combination work together. 1 punch is good, 2 punches better. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Both men step back for just a moment. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
Can you imagine walking into this, Todd? Walking into an arena with such noise, people chanting your name. You can't even hear your cornerman whispering in your ear. I've been in situations like that where it can be terrorizing if you haven't got your wits about you.
When are we? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The straight right just misses. A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
If you're an outside fighter, you've got to use that straight jab, the straight right hands, the straight left hands. Doing it that way, it makes it so awkward for anybody to try and pin you down or even predict which way you're moving.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Big swing and miss with the hook.
It's not working. Switch southpaw.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Mate, he's shattered. Come on, look across at him. Look at him now.
He takes a big deep breath, bang one downstairs. Just jab him downstairs.
It's so important now that in the first minute of this next round, you get on top of it.
Don't let him back into the fight. It's now important now that in the first minute of the next round, you get on top of him. Keep him busy with a jab, work behind the jab, and then get your shots in. Don't
let him get back into the fight.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter-puncher, then basically you do the counter-attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Okay, let's reset. Stance.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That hook just can't find the target. This fight is all about distance for this man, and you can see he's using that length advantage.
Todd, I was a fighter that had an excellent reach, an unassuming reach. If you've got a good reach, it just really befuddles your opponent because when they think you're out of range, bam, you catch them with a jab. And if you catch them on the end of a jab, it takes and befuddles the fighter.
Pretty close fight here in this round. Do you believe this?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. When are we going to see a jab from these two?
Okay, it's not working. It's not working. Switch southpaw.
It's the typical big man, little man argument. He's got to be quicker. He's got to move a lot to win this fight.
The plan is to try and change that game plan. Get him angry, get him frustrated, make him deviate away from the plan.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
They ring the bell, and here we go. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You're not going to see as much footwork as the smaller weight classes in the heavyweight division, but we don't care. We want the heavy fists.
Switch southpaw.
These punches coming from every angle. Failing to score with that right hook. Catch and shoot. You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
That's it. You know you can do it in the gym. Be confident.
It's like a game of joust. They both got their swords. They're slinging it. Good counter punch. That right hook won't score. And that hook misses. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto.
Oh, no! Ali is down!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You still want to fight?
This fighter continues to show how much heart he's got, but the corner may have to intervene here.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Both men step back for just a moment. Total domination with 10 seconds.
To me. Are you okay?
Both men getting... They ring the bell, and here we go. Who do you think's got more in the tank, Johnny, as both fighters went to the canvas last round?
One fighter got knocked down earlier, got back up again to knock him down. How are they going to walk back out of this into the next round?
Good for him to get back up on his feet, but is he just a glutton for punishment?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. He'll try and do it again. He's just not got to get right.
Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? And here he comes, finally waking up from that nap.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear that a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back in it.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You'd like to see more jabs. Incredible work rate. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not the best of rounds with 10 seconds to go. If there's anyone that can get out of trouble, it's Muhammad Ali.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you continue?
I don't know who's got the advantage here after both men tasted the canvas in that round.
Sometimes you talk about drawing first blood. What is that?
And there's the bell to start the round.
That's it. Body to net. Body to net. Keep on top of him. Referee, stop the fight. Stop it. Don't let him off the hook. Finish him. He's gone.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
He's absolutely knackered, mate. He's knackered. Dolan.
He takes a big, deep breath.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This is a high-octane battle. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
You gotta ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is gonna have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Both men step back for just a moment. The right hook misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. These two were made for each other. No rest for the weary. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Breathe and relax. Right.
Okay, how do you feel?
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? The jab slightly off target. The straight right just misses. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for the important areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. The straight right just misses.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The straight right just misses. As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Nice counter shot. Got to let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You'd like to see more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not. And there's the bell to start the round. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The straight right just misses. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
So you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get him close.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? When are we going to see a jab from these two? You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo.
Get your mind on the job.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Throws the jab, it doesn't score.
We've got to stay focused.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You'd like to see more jabs.
That's it. You're making them lose focus. They'll make a mistake.
Trying to land that jab. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. An In a mild upset, we have a draw here.
No complaints there at all. The crowd agree. I agree. The ref knew exactly what he was doing. So.
Victory all in my eyes. Enemies only can see my demise. Envision my downfall. It's not in my
I'm Todd Grisham, and there's nothing quite like a CompuBox Academy crowd, and they are vocal here tonight. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ringside seats?
It's time for our tale of the tape. And here he is, Terrence Crawford, 173 centimeters tall, weight 63.5 kilos with a reach of 188 centimeters. And standing across the ring from him in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford, 5'7" tall, tipping the scales at 140 pounds, bang on, with a reach of 4. And here he is, Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the pound-for-pound best in the world, fighting out of Nebraska, USA, one of the greatest of all time.
It'll be ding-ding from first bell. They're off.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Omaha, Nebraska, here is an acclaimed 3-division champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
Did you feel that energy? Did you hear that beat in the music? If anything's going to get you ready for a fight, it's that.
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And now they're trying to get into their opponent's head. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on your face, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on earth.
A swing and a miss with the left.